Hello and welcome to the video. Tonight we have a members night, which is where some members make some tracks for us all to play with. Hope you enjoy the video. First track tonight is the Highland DTM race made by Timor. Choices were either the BMW M3 or the Mercedes-Benz 190. I chose the BMW because I hate the Mercedes. Well, looks like most people went with the Mercedes. Myself and Gixxer went with the BMW. And we're off. See my acceleration on the BMW seems to be doing me some favours now. My way through the pack at the beginning. It's a lot easier to race, don't want to get forward in the back. Minion seems to have taken some ground. Nice first sharp corner. Would have messed that one up, I imagine. And that leaves me and Minion to fight it out at the front. Me and the Nemesis. And naturally, he's playing hard to pass. It does turn out that he doesn't have the right tune tonight. He's in a drag tune, so looks like a pass him, which should be good. Find a way. He's using all of the road. Oh, and we've both gone very wide on that one. We let a few people through. Here we go. There's Timor's caught up now. Here's dropped into third. Just keep myself ahead of Timor, but then battle out behind. Stick to my first place. Timor is just behind me though. Will see me not quite get this corner right. Just don't get the grip. Going too fast. And completely miss it. Definitely going to drop some places here. It's back into 5th place. Mine's having a bit of fun on the bridge. Garlic Puppy slips through. Put me down to 6th. Now I've got to fight my way back. Pine has a nightmare in that corner and loses it off the side. All it leaves me to do is tuck in the inside of Puppy and get past him. Gone a little wide here, it's going to let him back in. See his nose poking through. This should be alright to get away from him now. I think lost a little bit of that one there. Jump forward again, back to the first corner, and back up into 4th place, sitting behind Minion and his sexy drag tune. Well, if it's anything like the first lap, it's going to be tricky to get past him again. By my time, he will get wide in the corner, hopefully letting me just slip through. There we go, there's that slip. Just lets me pass, but puts me into a fence. Keeps his 3rd place. Looks like we've got the same sort of power, it's just the cornering I think is the big difference. Attacking on the inside, nope. Push Minion out wide, just let him past and slip through. Should be good for me to keep clear of him as long as I stick to making no more mistakes. See, just can't get traction in that Mercedes. Totally not built for this right now. You can see me just pulling away in 3rd place. Fair bold back to catch. Don't quite make the distance. And I come in 3rd place on that one there. Difficult race, bad mistake, but happy with 3rd to start the night anyway. Timor first, Crash 2nd, myself 3rd. Minion, a bit of a nightmare, drop back to 6th. And that was the first race. Next up we have Elmston on Seaspring, which is a course made by JPatty77. S1 Retro Sports Cars. I was tempted with my fair lady, but I kind of fancy something a little bit different, so I went with the Honda NSX R05 with the Nishara tune. Not sure I've used the Honda before, so we shall see how she fares. We've got a few different choices tonight as far as the cars go. Let's see how we get on. As we go to the first corner. Slipping and sliding everywhere. Getting used to the cars. Everyone's waiting for that first straight to see what we can do. And as everyone trashes the fencing to allow us all. So we've got Crash pulling away at the front. Nope, Minion's just taking that spot. Minion first, Crash second, Antonius third. I'm back in 7th at the moment, this pack is nice and tight. In fact, we're going 5 wide into this corner, I've gone very, very wide, knocked the brick, and let the 4 through. Looks like it's going to be a good race. Cars aren't vastly different to each other. And I'm just going to go full throttle now and see what we can do. Hit the brakes a little bit on that one there, get on the inside, see if anyone makes any mistakes. Time will locks up a little bit, but I cut that way too close and have to back out of it. Nice big left hander. I go wide to come in the inside, slip past Timor, slip past Puppy, see if I've got enough power to get up the hill as we get into this place. Oh, a little bit cautious there, letting Puppy straight back in. Takes out Antonius for me. That puts me up into 4th place. It's like Minion still in 1st, Crash 2nd. Oh, Kicks are going wide on that one, locked up on his brakes, letting me straight through into 3rd place. Fast forward a little bit. Minion's got the top spot. I've caught up with Crashed. Kicks is a second or so behind. If I get on the inside of Crash on that one there, nope, squeezes me out, closes that door for me. Go wide again, see if I can tuck on the inside, get the power on. Don't know if I'm going to get enough up the hill. This TBR certainly has a bit of power in it as well. Nice and close. Just got to wait for the mistake, the inevitable mistake from Crashed. No, looks like I've got enough power now. Slide straight past him. Crash coming back at it. We've got a big left hander. I've gone very, very wide. Crash closes the door, bounces off me, absolutely crazy like, and lets me get closer to Minion. It's a crazy set of corners. I'll catch a few people out, I think. And we're back on the throttle. Fast forward again. Still sees me in 2nd place, just behind Minion. I decide to do some renovation on that wall and let Minion pull away a little bit more. Let's Crash back in. Yeah. And Victor again just behind. I think he's got the power and the acceleration to get past me. Nope, he backed out of that one, lets me through. Don't like the set of corners myself. I believe Kicks is the same. Nope, Kicks are coming on the outside. So he just got away with that checkpoint there. Just tucked in front of me, closes the door, gives me a bit of work to do. Still got Minion in 1st, Crash in 2nd, Kixer, myself, Timor, Antonius, Puppy, Pine, Darth, Jerker, and Weighted Winner. So we've got a bit of a battle going on 2nd and 3rd here. Nearly 200 mile an hour down the straight. Crash goes a bit of a wibble. We've got a big sharp right. No, I've gone way too heavy on the brakes on that one there. Let the Crash back in. Didn't actually get anywhere. Right, sit back and see if I can find another spot. Big left there. I'm going to hit a building. Nope, straight on through. Bit of a straight. I don't think I'm going to catch them on the straight. Don't mind the Honda though, enjoying it. Doesn't seem to have the power. I'm not sure if LA, to be honest, would have fared as competitively as well. Because TBR seemed to be pretty damn quick. A Minion in his old faithful Toyota Supra. Oh, I've gone wide there, I've gone wide, but it might be alright. Can you get on the inside? Through the river. A few twisty turns, but there's like a little bit of a straight there. I think that's where Crash is going to get away from me if he can get around this corner. He's pushed it wide. No, he's had to get late on the brake on that one there. Let me straight on through. Up into 3rd place. The chase is on to see if I can catch Minion. And Gixer. Oh, hello Crash, coming back here. I did well over brake that corner again. Just enough power out of that corner to get past Crash. Just need to stay on the throttle. Keep the 3rd place. Jump forward as we come towards the end of the race now. Looks like Crash is a couple of seconds behind me. Got Minion still holding it up in 1st place and Gixer in 2nd. Looks like we've lost Gixer on that one. Yep, Gixer checking out the garden, see if there's any food left over on a picnic or anything. And we're back in 2nd place. Right at the end of the race now, up into Edinburgh. Very comfortable for Minion. He's led the entire race, but he just messes that corner up, misses that checkpoint. Is it going to be enough to let me through? Yes, it is. devastating blow for the Minion. Oh, you gotta hate those times. That should be good enough for me just to get away up the straight. Me in first place, Minion in second. Gixxer got it back to third place after it was a pretty awful corner. Crashed Timor Antonius, Puppy Pine, Darth, waited, and Durka. Good race. I think Minion's going to be kicking himself on that one there, though. He absolutely had that one wrapped up until the very, very end. And we're on to race 3. So race 3, Vintage in the Village, made by yours truly. So made this one for vintage racers in S1. Not the sort of vehicles we usually take out, so I thought it'd be fun to do something a little bit different. Here we go. Not really sure what cars people have gone for. Got a couple of Bugattis in there, maybe the Alpha P3. I'm not sure who that is waiting in a big Bugatti. So we come down to the first hairpin, see if I can catch anybody out. No, looks like everyone's awake tonight. Lets me slip up into third place, and we can see the battle for first and second between Gixxer and Minions taking shape. As they both, yep, no, it looks like definitely Minion missed it. Not sure about Gixxer. No, it looks like Gixxer's okay, so he's just messed up Minion. From my point of view, yeah, you can see it just about tucks in. Looks like he's going through the bushes there. Not sure where he's coming out. I'm assuming he's going to get to that next checkpoint. It leaves me to just see if I can stretch my legs a little bit. Looking at the speed of those cars just now, I don't think I'm going to hold them off very much. In fact, Gixxer straight back on my 6. I imagine he's a lot, there he is, but straight through, he's got a lot of speed in that thing. Not sure about his turning yet. I certainly do right in the corners, looks like he clipped the inside. Minion's making a move from last place. Well, that's it, just push him out of the way, buddy. There's a bit of a mess there. He's jumped, what, 6 places there? Absolutely flew through the pack and puts himself into 4th place just behind Darth. Looks like I'm still holding off Gixxer. Minion wants that 3rd place. Darth goes a little bit wild. Can he get on the inside of him here? It looks like he can. Pushes him out of the way and just gets his way through. To the end of the first lap, just about held off Gixxer. Can't see this happening for much longer. I'm sure he's right there now. There he is. See, get the brake. He's got good brakes though. It's just maybe whether he can stick to the road on these big turns. No, it looks like he's having no problems there at all. Little bit of slide, but I think he's going to have this one pretty much wrapped up. And Minion's got himself into 3rd, a couple of seconds behind us. The battle for first, I don't think it's very much of a battle. In fact, Minion's caught us both back up. You can see in his Alpha, he's going to have no trouble catching up to myself. Although I'm going to try and do what I can, see if I can block his way without being too mean. He gets a bit wide in that corner, gives me a bit more of a breather. I can catch Gixxer on those corners. I just can't keep up with him when he gets onto those straights. Puts his foot down, he's just gone. And we're up onto the straight. You can see Minion's catching me quite easily. I don't think I'm going to defend this position for very long. I think the battle for 1st and 2nd is going to be between Minion and Gixxer again. Didn't quite put enough power in the Railton by the looks of things. We've got a couple of crossovers, you never know, something might happen. Get a little kiss from Minion as Gixxer throws his a little bit wide. That power on that P3 has just flown past me. As we come into another hairpin, up onto a little gravel track. If I can catch anybody out. Nope, they've gone through nice and safe. I think it's fair to say the battle is for 1st and 2nd, not for 2nd and 3rd. Let's see which one's got the more power going down the straight. They're very, very close, but I think Minion's got the edge on him, to be honest, if he can just get around him. Gets on the inside, closes the door. And just puts him behind him, but then just pushes that wide. It's going to let Gixxer straight back through as we come up to the big sharp left-hander. You can see I'm just trying to cling on. I'm not going to keep much of a battle going here. Unless the crossovers do me a favour, I can't see this car being able to keep up with the boys in front. As far as the rest of the positions go, we've got Darth in 4th. Nope, he's just lost that to Timor, so Timor in 4th, Darth in 5th, Puppy 6th, Pine 7th, Antonius 8th, Crash 9, Jerker 10, and Weighted Winner 11th. And all that time, all I've done is lost some more time. Oh, Minion clips the inside of that one there, lets me through for a temporary seat in this number 2 spot. And you can see straight away, I mean, absolutely different in the cars there. He's phenomenally quick and just pulls back up behind me. I think I might keep a space on this corner, but I think, oh, give him a little bit of touch. I think here, and after the next corner, he's going to, yeah, here, let you see. Should have gone on the inside there, didn't quite do it, tax on the inside of that one there, just got past me. Absolutely no problem there at all for the boy. So if we just look a little bit behind, Darth lost a couple of positions, Time was back up into 4th. And as we come to the end of the race, we've got Minion still holding in 2nd, Gixxer still in 1st. It's gone all dark. We've got, what, maybe a minute or so to race. Let's see if Minion can put enough fear into Gixxer to get past him. We'll just use skills, I suppose, if he brings them. Let's see what the crossover brings. See me whistle past there in a tidy 3rd place. Minion goes for the outside line, nope, outbrakes him, gets on the inside, slips through. He's going to have the power to get away from Gixxer on this one here. Just depends how he copes with this final corner. Someone was very, very close to getting clipped there. In fact, I think Gixxer might, just might, taken a bit of a knock on that one. And that pretty much giving it to Minion, who's going to slide that last corner because he thinks he's cool. And into the home straight for 1st place. Well done, buddy. Nice race. Unlucky Gixxer. And me, a good 3rd. And so into the next race, which is the S2 Cup, made by Antonius. Tonight we are allowed to use a range of different hypercars. Nope, because someone's got a VW in there. Well, there's a range of different cars. I've gone with the Ferrari F40, probably one of my favourite S2 cars. Not the hugest fan of S2 races, find them quite crazy, but I do like the F40, so we shall see how we get on. It doesn't seem to have the acceleration the other cars have. I should be alright, I'll get them on the first turn. It is a sticky car, it does well for itself. There's a lot of mess, I can't really see what's going on, a lot of smoke being picked up. Weighted goes way wide from that one there, leaves me enough space to get through. We've got Crashed in front and Antonius having a little battle themselves. Gonna get to a big corner I'm up against. Ooh, just about avoid Darth as I have my little battle with Crash there. That leaves me to fly up into 4th place behind Antonius. So that's Minion 1st, Gixxer 2nd, myself 4th, Darth 5th, Crash 6th, Weighted 7th, Jerker 8th, Pine 9th, and Timor 10th. That's Gixxer and Minion having a bit of a fight. Gixxer pushes Minion off to the side, Minion comes across the track, I just about miss him. Leaves me in 2nd place. Terrible, terrible crash for Minion. That's going to put him way down the rankings. Oh well. Ah well. We shall see. Leaves me in the hunt. And you can see Minion there. He's gone back into 7th place. 11 seconds off. Not too bad. But he's not going to like that. So we come into the roundabout. Antonius and Crash are still there just behind. See what sort of power we've got in each of our cars as we go up the straight. Gixxer's already pulling away from me in his F1. I'm a massive fan of McLaren's in this game. I love the F1. I use it in S1 class mostly. Not really used them in S2. In S2 I used the P1. Minion's still fighting from the back. He's got a bit of people to get through. We've got back to myself. 2 and a bit seconds behind Gixxer, who's gone very, very wide in that corner. I think he may have just missed that checkpoint. No, he doesn't look like he did. Or he might have done actually. Yep, he just vanished off the map, leaving me a very easy move into 1st place. Back into 6th with Minion, who's going to fly past Weighted Winner. But Minion's going with the XJ220 because he's old school. Probably wasn't around when this car came out. So he's up into 5th. Gixxer's just in front and 4th after his miss of that checkpoint. Crashed in 3rd, and Penny 2nd, myself in 1st. back on track with Gixxer, making a move on Crashed and Antonius. Again, a bit shaky. This is when the S2 class really becomes fun. You literally don't know what's going to happen. He's gone very, very wide, taking out some fencing, but he does keep himself in second place. We'll close the door. Away you go. Back to me in first place. Very tidy for me in the end. Very clean race. Straight through first place. First of the night. Happy with that. See how everyone else is doing. Gixxer's back up into second. Antonius third, Crashed fourth. Time off sixth, time off fifth, Minion sixth. Darth seventh, Weighted eighth, the Jerker ninth, and Pine 10th. And on to the penultimate race of the night. This one is Sega Rally by Antonius. I'm going to go with the Lancia Delta, my old faithful, probably my favourite A-class dirt car at the moment. Used to really enjoy the Escort Cosy, but recently this one here is doing me a lot of favours. So away we go. See my acceleration there is just let me go straight away on the line. We're going to come straight over to Gixxer and see how he's getting on. Gixxer running in the 74 Honda Civic. To be honest, it doesn't look like it's got the legs. Very slow start. He is getting somewhere now up into fourth place. Doesn't seem to have much control on that road coming out of that corner. I don't think that car's going to be very competitive tonight. And look at myself up into first place. I crashed in second. I've already pulled myself out second, but he's coming straight back at me, poking his nose in where it doesn't belong. Which we'll see if I can hold him off for any time of stretch. And there's time off flying over in his Alpha. And we're going to have a look and see how me and his Renault 5's getting on at the back. He's made some moves. We've got Pine there, we've got Gixxer there. He's given Pine a good shove out of the way. Pine gives it back, as he should. There you go, put yourself in the wall, buddy. Now he's got to face the mighty Gixxer. He gives him a bit of a kick there. Pushes him into the ball there. I mean, that's just minion style right there. You've seen it in evidence. Probably revenge for the last race, if I'm honest. So we've got a fight for the front three here. Crashed, Timor and myself. Crashed is in the Fiesta. Let's see how we get on. Looks a little twitchy in his Fiesta. Defend that position off. I've got the inside line on this one there, so I should be okay. I've backed right off letting him through. It does give me a better line to cut on the inside there. Crashed is almost sideways going over that bit there, but he recovers nicely. Leaves us a bit of a sprint. Antonius is back there in fourth, Darth in fifth. Weighted. Oh, who's gone there? Crashed has absolutely spun that landing, giving me his position. He just didn't want it. That's me up into first place. Let's see how Minion's getting on. Seventh place. He's got a long way to go. He is driving extremely aggressively. I mean, I say aggressively. He's just wall riding right now. This is why on custom races we shouldn't have walls. But to be fair, he just wants to get back in the front. See me back in first place. Time off second, Antonius third. Darth up into fourth. Crashed had a big mistake there. I lost him a few places. I just lost one place at a time more. Bad landing for me as well. Always the worst thing, landing in water. Big air there from Minions. He bounces his way through, catches up with Weighted. He's going to get on the inside, I think, here. Crashed, give him some fight back. Oh, Crashed has made a fantastic move on the outside. Who'd have thunk it? And he's pushed his way up into fifth. I'm not sure this Renault 5 is really cutting the mustard here tonight for Minion. There's my fight with Timor up in first place. Antonio still just behind, about a second behind me. I let Timor let him a little bit of space there. Try the same again. Get on the inside here. Let's see if I can get... Nope, not enough legs to get onto him. I'm not going to back off this time. Looked a bit risky. I think I just got through on that checkpoint. Timor keeps his first place. Good try from Timor there to fend off the position. Let's see. Get through the dumps. I've gone a bit wild there on the endo. Wide on that corner there. All I'm doing is inviting Antonius in. I've taken that corner nice and tight. See, I've gained a little bit of legs there. Should, if I can keep this on, keep the power on, get enough around there. Not quite enough. Go through that gap there where I cleared the fence on the first lap. And slip on through. I don't think he was expecting me to slide in that gap, but you know what? Any hole's a goal. So with one lap remaining, I'm in first, Time War in second. Take a look at what Minion's doing in 7th place. Weight has gone very wide on that, letting Minion slip through up into 6th place. And he's got crashed ahead of him. Back to myself. I've held off. Time War had a massive accident there. Look, he's got back into 4th. I finished across the line in 1st place. Looks like that was Antonius in 2nd. Darth in 3rd. Great result from Darth there. Time War in 4th. Crashed in 5th. Minion 6th. Weighted winner 7th. Schedule Pine 8th. Gixxer in what I don't think was a very competitive car 9th. Nope, 10th. He's dropped back to 10th. Gurkha just pipped him at the post there. And then we're into the final race, which takes us to Joyride, made by Weighted Winner. Car choices were basically a list of cars that used to get stolen a lot, and police cars, hence the name Joyride. Let's see, I've gone with the BMW M3 GTR, didn't really know what to go with here, and away we go. Let's see how we get on. We get a good start straight away. Weighted Winner goes very close from the inside of that one there, gets me in first place, drop back into 5th, 6th, and see the battle there with Gixxer. Gixxer is in his BMW M5. Oh, gets a bit bullied there, gets shoved around. You can see me just trying to get away. Crashed is wild in his RS6. Big hairpin on the right. Crash gets on the inside of me. See how Minion's faring. Minion at the back of the pack, trying to fight his way through Darth, the wall. He does manage to get through. He's got a bit of work to do to catch up with the pack, but it's all still very, very, very close. Gurkha goes way wild on that one there, and lets Minion up into 8th. Minion in his old faithful Sierra there. Lost, what, 2 or 3 people there. Gixxer had a bit of a nightmare. 4th place for Gixxer now. Minion straight back up to 3rd. Big left-hander. We've got Time War clawing at the back of Gixxer here. He's going to try and fight. He slips through nicely in his Vauxhall Carlton. Doesn't get back on the track. I think he might have missed that checkpoint, to be honest. There's me in first place. Just under a second ahead. I crashed again. I'm having a mare, in fact, by the looks of things. Crash tries helping, he doesn't succeed, gets himself up into first place. Minion's just behind me, and then we've got Gixxer, Antonius, Pine, Darth, the Jerker, Weighted, Time War. There we see Crash go way wide in that corner there, me a lot more cautious. Slow and steady wins the race, he says, going straight around that corner, catching himself at the door, letting Minion crash straight back in. And we're going to go up the straight and see who's got the legs. The Audi's slipping, the BMW seems to be pulling away quite nicely. The Sierra is a very quick car, Minion uses this one a lot. I do think my BMW is just about up there with speed, just not with the cornering. Got a mess up there, I've gone very, very wide. Not sure where we're going here. I'm guessing this is why it's called Joyride. We're looking to lose the fuzz. Well, as it stands, Minion in first place, just under half the race to go. Oh, he's gone very, very wild there. He just caught, the flag caught him out. He made a drastic move to get into it. He just lost the arse for a little bit. Lets me slip through. And we've still got Crash holding up in 3rd. Oh, I've gone very wide, as has crashed. I've managed to keep my position. Crash lost one, Minion up into 2nd. As we go around the roundabout. Yep, around the roundabout. I've caught the inside of that corner, letting Minion slip straight past me. He crashes the place. Keep my position just about. We both go a little bit wide there. What's Crashed up to? He's sneaking through on the inside. I just about get that checkpoint. Can't really fault him. It was just one of those things. Gixxer's up into 4th place. Crashed and Minion don't want to take this corner. They're going to go the other way. They might come back, I suppose. Leaves myself in 1st and Gixxer in 2nd. Crash has kept this position, as has Minion. Battle at the moment is for 1st and 2nd. You can see it unfolding as Minion catches up with us. I'm all over the back of Gixxer, looking to get through. 2 BMWs fighting it out. M3 versus M5. I've gone wide on that one there. I knew that corner was coming in. Gixxer goes for the cross-country route. Just about sneaks through. And I slip into 2nd place. Nope, Minion takes that back. I'm going to take it back here. And away we go. Another big corner, and then we can't really open it up over there. I've gone way wide there. Slidey. Down through the park. Oh, we both messed that up. Me and Minion blames me for that, obviously, because he doesn't put blame on himself. I've taken a very odd approach to that corner. I'm back into 4th place. Crash has been sitting there waiting for us to make mistakes, which he just makes the same one as me. And with 30% of the race to go, it's still up in the air. A little bit of a gap spreading, but I think any sort of mistakes from either of the top 4 here will lose their positions now. Crash has gone very wide and out there, but blocks me off. I sneak through anyway. And that pretty much wraps up the fun as we come to the end of the race. Gix are in 1st place, just about holds off Minion. In 2nd, I'm in 3rd. I think that's Crashed in 4th. Antonius in 5th. Timor in 6th. Weighted Winner in 7th. Jerker in 8th. Darth 9th. Schedule Pine 10th. And that's the end of the racing for tonight. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Check us out again. We will have another video up very, very soon. Many more tracks to come.